Okay, hey everyone, it's Peter David Gustafson, and do you know how some days you wake up and you just get off the right side of the bed, grab a coffee or tea, and then sit down and get some wonderful news? Well, today is one of those days for me. I had a client that contacted me through Skype, and he's in Spain actually, and he grew up in Montana, moved to Spain, and kind of bummed around for a little bit, and met a girl, of course, and then had a family and built a wonderful life for him as a school teacher, and developed a whole school over there for him. And he's in northern Spain, just north of Viala in Valderan, in the Pyrenees Mountains, and he actually built a business model around tourists that were looking for second homes or condos in the Pyrenees Mountains. And this is actually the second time the New York Times has featured him in one of their pieces. And this is an article about a farmhouse that he has helped broker the deal for 3 million euros. And he's actually done something that a lot of people would never consider, which is really building a story around, this is his site. I think this is his fourth generation site since I think about 2008 or 9. And we got together in 2011. And he's built this entire site about his knowledge of Spain, specifically northern Spain, the Valderan area. And what he's done is really kind of thrown himself into the story, not only in his knowledge about the area, but his contacts, and really developed an entire site around the demand of northern Spain real estate. Here's a video of Keith right here.
Short story about my arrival here to the Valderan.
And he's done a wonderful job with video, with making his site a destination site, not only for property interests, but also for, the skiing industry, obviously, but also, off-season destinations in the area. And done very well with improving his ranks, but more importantly, developing a following, which really is the focus of this video screencast, is to tell you that, no matter what business or service you're selling, if you can incorporate more information about you and what you do and why you're passionate about your business model, the more you will guaranteed connect with your site traffic. And as you can see, he's got a great following in the social media. He has enormous amounts of content, and he's really developed a reputation of being, the one person to go to for advice on anything, Valderan, the Pyrenees area. And it's just so exciting to see someone that came from really just kind of dabbling in a clunky WordPress theme site to developing, a powerhouse site that does very well ranking, and also, more importantly, converting. Ideally, you want to generate enough content on your site so that people take the time to reach out and get in touch with you and develop some kind of communication process. I mean, that's really what it's about. Anyone can rank over time and get great rankings on Google, Yahoo, and Bing, but if you're not converting your site in two ways, one, into your story of developing, a connection with your prospects about why they should spend time learning about you, but also getting them next to, your contact page. That's vital. All content in your site should be pushing people directly to your contact page. If you notice here on the site, one of the reasons that he's developed such an international following is because there's such a demand for property, and has been probably for a decade now, in the Pyrenees Mountains. And, you know, it didn't happen overnight for sure, but he's developed a massive amount of notoriety as being the guy to go to and contact for anything related to tourism and property, you know, second home properties in the Pyrenees Mountains. And, you know, when you get a second article mentioned in the New York Times, it's amazing what can change. But it doesn't happen overnight. You know, Keith really invested a lot of time putting together not only, you know, text content and genuine, valuable advice about the Pyrenees Mountains and the property surrounding those areas, but also video, which, you know, really is very important with any story. He's done enormous amounts of time, you know, investing, learning video, doing video, producing video, and is just really a great story. You know, I'm happy to be a small part of his success. But as you can see, the videos here really engage him in the area and carve out a story about what he does for his clients. So, you know, there's many different layers that you can approach in your SEO. And one of them really should be trying to develop more of a story in your content so that your site traffic and your list members continue to come back and look at your videos, watch what you're doing and growing into your story, and also the value proposition. You know, are you offering enough good content consistently for people to care? I mean, that's really what it boils down to. If your site is dated and doesn't have a lot of content that is updated a few times a week, then chances are very good that people will not engage in what you have to share. All right, folks, this is a shorty but a goodie. Have yourself a great day.